Yes, Your Honor, I did. I cannot remember unless I refresh. Yes, Your Honor, I did. Sixty on riot duties.
60 on riot duty. And were they armed?
No, they were not armed.
They were not armed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, how did they manage to contain the looter?
By use of tear gas.
By use of tear gas.
Yes.
So, what means did they use to contain tear gas only?
Tear gas and rungs.
And rungus. So they were armed with tear gas and rungus. But were any of them armed with fire?
For those who deployed the riot duties?
Yes.
No, Your Honor.
None of the 60 had fire.
No, Your Honor.
And during that time, or during the 18th of June, were any police officers armed?
Your Honor, I want to bring to the attention of this court that no more police duties were going on, like guarding the banks, guarding supermarkets, and all other areas that the police were deployed, other than riot.
So you are telling this court that there were some who were armed with firearms, but they were on other duties other than containing the riots.
Yes, Your Honor.
And roughly about how many police officers are in Kankunji at that time?
About 300. I have to confirm with the youth roster if I have.
About 300?
Yes.
Or thereabouts?
Yes.
So 60 out of 300 were
Your Honor, I'm very much precise and certain. Until now, I go through that of the duty roster.
But the ones that you deployed for the riots and demonstrations were not armed?
They were
other
not
than
armed.
the rungus and the tear gas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were arrests made? Were any arrests made?
Arrests were made.
Yes.
And some were taken to court.
Yes.
Others were released.
Others were released. Would you be having the records, the ones who were taken to court?
I don't have the records at the moment.
You don't have the records. Yes, armed, or are they in police uniform?
Those who were deployed for riot duties
Yes.
were clad and dressed in riot attire, with riot gear and jungle uniform.
You said they were dressed in jungle?
Jungle uniform
Yes.
and jungle attire.
Attire. So none was in civilian?
None was in civilian.
As the OCS at that time, did you encounter any death? Anyone who was killed during that demonstration?
No, Your Honor.
At the lower CBD?
No, Your Honor.
There is no death? Is there an inquiry which was open, or it's active or pending?
No, Your Honor.
In Kampunji?
No, Your Honor.
There is none?
None.
Did you hear of anyone who was injured or killed during the demonstration? investigations, especially at the lower CBD?
Lower CBD, none.
None. There are no reports.
Of civilian being injured?
Yes.
None.
What about the police officers?
Some, I think 3 or 4 were injured.
3 or 4 were injured. Are they seriously injured?
One was seriously injured.
Yes.
Others like.
Slight injuries.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Now tell us, in your statement, you do say that there was a vehicle which was ferrying bodies to city mortuary. What do you mean by that? Yet you have said that there are no dead.
The Kamukunji police station vehicle that day was deployed at the regional police headquarters.
Yes, that is the Kamkunji police
Vehicle
yes?
for quick response unit.
Response unit. What do you mean by quick response unit?
Is a unit within the police that responds to any eventuality.
In eventuality. So this unit is normally manned by somebody. There is a leader. There is a senior police officers.
Yeah, senior police officers at the regional police headquarters.
And the regional police headquarters. So would you say that there is a command center or is some form of command?
That happens daily. It is a daily routine. Every day, a station must surrender a vehicle to the regional headquarters for any unlikely event.
And who was the commander at that time in the quick response unit? Who was at the head, at the top?
I am not aware. I was only requested
Who requested?
I only know a call sign. Call sign, SOB1.
SOP?
Or SOPs.
SOP?
SOPs is a staffing officer operation.
Staffing office operation.
That is where the vehicles now report to. Is the one whose vehicles report to.
Yes, and can you remember his name?
I think Mr. Motiso.
Mr. Motiso. Mr. Motiso, how did he send a signal? Did he call you?
No, it was a routine that every police division submits one police vehicle to the regional headquarters.
Oh.
It's a routine, Your Honor, which was practiced even before June and even after June,
So
including today.
So how often does this happen? Anytime there is a demonstration?
Daily.
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 Like today, one vehicle has already been dispatched
Yes, Your Honor.
to the quick response unit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does it?
Anyway, Your Honor.
Yes, but I'm specifically asking this quick response unit. Does it have an organization?
Depending on the command of that region.
Yes. So now back to your statement. You said that the vehicle, you said it ferried bodies to city mortuary. The vehicle in particular from
I cannot recall his name.
Yes.
He told me he ferried 2 bodies to city morgue.
2 bodies. Did you get to know whether these bodies belong to, are they demonstrators?
He told me he had no knowledge of what had happened to them.
So how many bodies to 20th of June?
I'm not privy to that information, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Did you at any one time encounter the deceased?
No, Your Honor.
And how did you get to hear about the deceased?
From the social media, Your Honor, and from media.
And?
From the media. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. From the statement, he did state that Corporal Muragiri, Police Constable Benson Kamau, and Police Constable Geoffrey Kige were not under your command. Is that true?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
You are not under. And did you know them personally?
We did not engage much. I just seeing that one is called this like that.
But you knew the trio.
Not,
Only that
no.
you didn't engage much.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know which station they were?
I think Central. I think.
You think Central?
Yes. I'm not very much certain.
Did you see any contingent of KDF and GSU platoon?
Yes, Your Honor, on maybe I refresh a bit. Oh. 5th of June 2024, when there was massive looting of premises and businesses, and when the day that there was attack at the parliament, at Rua CBD, a contingent of GSU and military officers were deployed. So I could see them.
You could see them?
But I never interacted with them. Yes, sir.
Were they called in at any point to reinforce your officers?
I am not aware who called them.
No,
but
were they the 60 of police officers under your command? Were the KGF and the GSU officers called in to reinforce your officers, to assist your officers?
Yes, sir.
They were called to assist your officers at
Yes,
the
sir.
lower CBD.
Yes, sir.
Were they all dressed in police uniform or KDF uniform?
They were dressed in their official fatigue, that is jungle.
The jungle. Now, how was the coordination being done now that you have the KDF, the GSU, together with now police officers from Kampuni? How was the coordination being done?
There was no coordination.
There was no coordination.
Yes, sir.
Were you moving from one place to another, or were they joining you wherever you were going? How was it being done?
They did not even talk to me, John.
Now, back to your unit. You received instructions or orders to man the lower CBD?
As a part of my daily activity and practice,
Yes.
I'm responsible to the Rua CPD
Yes.
by jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction.
Yes, Your Honor.
But in this particular, at this particular time, and given the circumstances, was there a coordinating unit, or was there an organized command, chain of command? Was there an organized chain of command in Because there were many riots or demonstrations happening within the CBD.
Yeah, Your Honor, the sub-county police commander did instruct us at the OCS each to take care of his area of jurisdiction.
So the sub-county. And who was that at that moment?
Madam Doris.
Madam Doris. And what rank was she?
She was senior superintendent of police.
SSP.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So orders were emanating from Madam Doris, now cascading to the OCS. How are the orders being issued or directives?
The directives were I take care of the lower CPD. I make sure that there's no routing.
So there was another unit which was taking care of the upper CBD.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you all reported to Madam Doris.
Yes, Your Honor.
It is on the script. Just a minute. My colleague will take over. Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Now, it says that you are aware that the special motor vehicle was used to ferry dead bodies to the city mortuary.
I did put that in my statement that I got from the commander of that vehicle that day.
Confirm again the number of dead bodies that your vehicle ferried to the city. Might you know their identity?
No, Your Honor.
Do you also know whether the deceased Rex Maasai was transported using the special motor vehicle?
I'm not aware.
Do you also know what was the cause, what caused their death?
What caused?
Their death.
I'm not aware.
You're not aware. Could it have been from, might they have been killed by the police or as a result of the demonstrations?
I cannot tell because I'm not the one who investigated.
Now these officers who got directions from the division, despite them being under central police station, who are they reporting to? During that period, who are they reporting to?
At the division,
Yes.
it has its own command structure,
Yes, that
where,
command
led by the OCPD.
And
but
who is that?
At that time, it was Madam Doris.
Madam Doris.
Yes, it also has an SOB.
Yes.
SOB, who is in charge of operations.
Yes.
Yes.
And who is that?
At that time, it was Mr. Apima.
Mr.
Apima.
Apima.
Yes.
And who was the OCPD reporting to? You be knowing the Madam Doris Kimei was reporting to who?
I don't understand.
We have the OCPD
Yes.
who was issuing directions or
Yes.
directives to some officers who are under you.
Yes.
Once they report to her, was she reporting to any other person?
The OCPD reports to the regional police commander.
Regional police commander.
Yes.
Who was that?
And the region, I would want to say, also has its structures, just like the division has, where we have the SOPs, the in charge operations,
Yes.
all those.
But who was the regional police
At that
commander?
time, it was Mr. Adamson Bungay. Yeah.
Was there an operation order guiding the quelling of the demonstration, the looters?
Operation orders,
Yes.
we are at the lowest cadre.
Yes.
Yes, so operation orders end at the divisional level.
They end at
For
the
us,
divisional.
we only receive briefings where I might not know about operation orders.
So is it that you may not know whether there was one, or you do not know, or you did see one?
Let me say again,
Yes.
at station level,
Yes.
we are not given operation orders.
Yes.
Operation orders are normally issued to division commands.
Division command.
So I think that's the best placed person to say if
So
it
in
was.
this particular period, you believe there was one?
None that I know of.
You think, or you believe that there is none, or none that you know of?
Your Honor, I don't receive operation orders.
Yes, you do not. receive
Operation orders are issued either from police headquarters or from the regional command to division command.
So at this particular period, you do not know whether there was one?
I don't know.
Do not know.
I don't know.
But they normally issue them to the division level.
Yes.
It is a common practice.
Whenever we have operations which have been planned, like, let me give an example. If the president is coming to visit, that is a known occurrence. So, normally, there will be an operation order.
Yes.
But if it is an impromptu visit,
Yes.
the president just walks into town.
Yes.
You cannot have time to have
Have an operation.
an operation order.
But this is a riot or demonstration which took like a week, beginning the 18th of June and ended 25th of June, 25th, 26th of June.
Your
I
Honor,
believe there may not be an operation order.
I don't know if I'm the best person to answer concerning the operation order.
Very well.
But I've said operation orders normally are issued up to the divisional command.
Okay, very well. Let's move on. Now, you said that you have a roughly around how many police officers in Central, under Central during that time. How many did you have roughly?
At that time, but if I recall, they were more than 300.
There were more than 300.
Yes.
I'm going to show you a document. Referring to somewhere 4. Just look at the document. Tell me whether it represents an accurate report of the officers who are at Central. Yes. How many officers were there? If you can, how many officers? If you remove the ones who are on maternity leave, were there officers on maternity?
Yes, we were there. We had officers on maternity leave,
Yes.
and these are 8 officers on
8.
maternity leave.
8 officers.
Yes,
You have 307 the strength.
yes,
And there's 8 officers.
yes. And we also had others who were on leave,
Yes.
annual leave.
Yes.
These are 9 officers.
9 officers.
Yes.
So 9 officers were also killed. So that gives you with around 280.
280?
Yes.
Yes. And there are still other breakdowns, like the ones who were, there was a team which was undergoing order room proceedings because of disciplinary offenses. So we were not deploying them at that time because they were undergoing order room proceedings. We have one officer who had been declared a deserter. We had one officer who was on standby.
Yes.
I don't know if you want me to.
No, it's okay. That is good enough.
Yeah, because
Now, back to the deployment list.
yes,
Are there officers who are civilian or undercover?
yes, yes.
About how many?
These are 12 officers.
There are 12 officers.
Yes.
12 officers. This is, first of all, this is the week of June. Which week?
Ending on 22nd
Ending
June,
on 22nd.
2024.
So that is, from the 16th of June.
Yes.
Ending on the 22nd. So among the civilians is Corporal Isaiah Muragiri among them.
I can't see his name here, but given time, I can be able to.
Yes. No, I'm just looking at the civilian officers. Is he among them? He's not among them.
He's there.
No, is he under the
Oh,
civilian?
there is another Marangiri
Yeah.
who normally works at night.
So
That is another Marangiri.
And his
Not
name is?
Corporal. This is Ruben, PC Ruben
Yes,
Marangiri.
Corporal Isaiah Muragiri is not among the ones who are civilian.
Not on this.
Not. Now, how about Benson Kamau?
Benson Kamau is there.
Benson and Geoffrey Higgin? Is there?
I can't find
Can't
Geoffrey
find,
Keegan.
he's not there. Now, let's go to the next page. That is Alpha Mike. Tell us what is Alpha Mike.
Alpha Mike is a team,
Yes.
a civilian team.
A civilian team.
Yes.
Alpha Mike.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, like I was mentioning, was being coordinated from the division.
From the division.
Yes.
So Alpha Mike is the special team that was being coordinated from the division.
They're just civilian officers.
They are civilian officers.
Yes.
Who are coordinated from the division.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the ones who reported to the to the OCPD, Madam Doris Kevin.
Yes,
This
Your
is
Honor.
the team.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how were they issued with firearms?
Your Honor, firearms are issued from the armory.
From the armory.
Yes.
Yes.
At Central, we have one armory where firearms are normally issued. Yes.
That is where the arms movement register is stored.
Yes, yeah.
Who was in charge of the arms movement register?
At that time, it was, I think, I don't know if he has appeared or he's a witness in this case, Corporal Okapesi. Yes.
Okay. Did you have a chance to look at the arms movement register?
I normally look at it, but that particular day, because I left early
Yes.
to the field,
Yes.
I did not get an opportunity to look at it. Yes.
In your statement, you say none of your officers that you deployed used live ammunition. And you further say that Corporal Isaiah Magiri was issued with a launcher.
He was, on checking,
Yes.
later he was issued with a launcher.
He was issued with a launcher.
Yes.
At no time was
Instructed him to proceed to the hospital. Yes, so he went to the hospital and he found the person had succumbed.
Okay.
Yes.
But due to a wound on the leg, what was the nature of the wound?
I can't tell
Okay, but
the reasons for succumbing. Yes.
But what was the nature of the wound on the leg?
No.
That is this.
He didn't inform me. He just said a wound.
Okay, so you then proceeded to say that you drafted a signal to inform about the death. What
Yes.
did you write in your signal informing about the death?
Because the known death was not known. The reason for death was not known.
So is that what you wrote in your signal?
Yeah, the signal we wrote, sudden death.
The signal you wrote indicated
Sudden death.
sudden death caused by.
Your Honor, sudden death is when a person dies for at the time of the death, the reason is not known.
But already had been reported to you that this person had a wound on the leg.
Yes, but we cannot be sure at that time that that was the cause of death.
Were you also given the person's name?
At that time, no.
How do you then recollect or reconcile?
Now, when the duty officer visited the place, and then he came back with the information, which he can be able, I don't know, he got from the hospital or from the people who took him to hospital, is when he came up with the name. That is after coming back to the station.
About what time was this?
I can't recall exactly, but
Did they come to tell you?
it took some time because the scenes of crime are not normally just on standby. They took some time before coming to process the scene.
Okay.
Yes.
But had you left your office by the time he was coming back? The duty officer was coming back to report to you.
He found me at the station at that time because we had taken some prisoners whom we had arrested in the field. Yes.
About what time was this?
I can't recollect, but
Was it-
maybe after about 30 or 1 hour or so.
1 hour
But
after
Your Honor,
7:30.
if I can be allowed, I can check the exact time the OB entry was made, if it is here, so that we can know, if you want to know the exact
No,
time.
I just wanted to know within what timelines, which you have said within about 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay. So, further to now, these incidents being reported to yourself and incidences that followed, have you come across any information that would say that the person then identified to you by the duty officer succumbed due to a gunshot wound or injury? This is the 20th, you said it was sudden death, but then has there
28th
been
or 20th?
on the 20th?
Yes.
Then after the 20th,
Yeah.
do you know whether or not the person that was reported to you succumbed due to a gunshot injury?
The case was taken over by the DCI. Yes. So it's them who continued with the investigation. And if you recall, the situation was very volatile. Like from 20th, there were other demonstrations. So none.
Such investigations, do you get a feedback or reports from the DCI when they are done for you to
No.
commence?
No.
Any
I
reports
remember
done
just
in this?
I remember recording my statement with the DCI team. I remember recording my statement with the IPOA team. Yes. But I did not follow up. Other than what was happening, I recall we discussed with the DCIO after the post-mortem. Yes.
What then was the discussion about after the post-mortem? Now that you have mentioned it.
Because he told me it was the allegations which were being made concerning the gunshot wound was not determined. That is what I remember discussing.
This is you're talking
But
about
I did not follow up. I think he's a witness in this case. He can be able to come and talk for himself when he appears.
I think
That was off the cuff discussion, which cannot be brought to this.
the court has indicated to you that this is to us all that this is an inquest. So you're free to express for as much as you remember. In the discussion that you had about the post-mortem, what
What I'm saying is that we discussed with the DCIO the proceedings, but he mentioned to me that it was not determined.
this is after the post-mortem has been done.
You are talking about a gunshot.
No, I'm just saying.
You are talking about a gunshot. Yes.
After the post-mortem, what? Just that part. I've already closed my book, so just that part. What did you guys discuss? What was the outcome of that post-mortem?
We didn't discuss the outcome. I'm saying,
So what was not determined?
what I'm saying is this. You talked about gunshot.
I'm just saying.
Didn't you talk about gunshot?
Yes, and then I left that part. But I'm
Yes,
asking
you talked about gunshot. And I'm telling you that we discussed with the investigating officer concerning the same.
Okay. I will leave it as that.
Yes, you are.
22nd of June 2024. Would you recall of any report where we had criminal gangs in Nairobi that was ever recorded at Central Police Station?
None that comes to my mind.
None comes to your mind. There was a police officer who has also testified in these proceedings called Isaiah Murangeri. You know him?
I know him.
I note that he was not on your duty roster of the week ending 22nd June.
He's there.
Deployed as a civilian.
And Alpha Mark.
From his name. Isaiah Murangeri. At Alpha Mark, you do not have any responsibility of giving them instructions.
It's coordinated normally under the division.
And it will be coordinated and instructions given according to the need of the operation.
It depends. It depends.
It depends.
Yes.
So when you are deploying your officers for the particular day, are you given instructions on how to deploy them, the ones at the Alpha Mike, on how to deploy them or how to arm them for that particular day? Or do you just arm them according to your own knowledge of the situation? They cannot.
Maybe you want me to repeat again, or maybe you're not arrived when I said that officers in uniform, we normally give them firearms.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
firearms. We have AK-47, we have G3 rifles, and other Scorpion rifles, which we normally which we are provided by the NPS, and we give them to go to the field with them. Officers in civilian, on normal duties, they are given pistols in civilian. These are my undercover officers.
Yes.
They are given pistols, unless maybe on certain duties, but they are normally given
Pistols. The Alpha Mike squad is also under the undercover police officers.
They operate undercover.
Undercover.
Yes.
So they are also among the police officers you would have ordinarily armed with pistols.
Alpha Mike team on a normal day, though I cannot say particularly what their charge was on that particular day, but under normal circumstances, they are given pistols to go.
Okay.
And sorry, let me repeat it. Alpha Mike stands for anti-mugging. Anti-mugging.
Yes. So on that particular day or that particular week, Corporal Murangeri told us that he was assigned KCC gate.
I have said like
Would
this.
you know?
I have said like this, that the Alpha Mike team is normally coordinated and at the divisional
So
level.
my question was,
so my sub-county police commander is best placed.
So my question was, would you know whether that is actually where he was deployed? Yes or no?
I can't recall.
You cannot
Can't
recall.
recall. Yes.
Would you, if he was deployed at that station which is not under your control, would you also know whether he was differently armed? Yes or no?
Corporal Murangiri is my officer.
I'm asking.
I'm saying operational duties, it's normally coordinated under the division. But the firearms he picks from the armory.
So my question was, would you know whether he was differently armed?
I would have seen it in the record.
He was not armed from your station, but another station. You wouldn't tell.
It's not possible. An officer from Central cannot just go to Kamukunji and take a firearm. An officer from Kamukunji cannot come to the armory of Central and take a firearm.
Very well. The one last question. On the Alpha Mike squad, are they deployed for a continuous period of time, or for a week, or for a day, or they are called on a need basis?
It depends, because it depends. It depends on the need. And this need arises from the situation on the ground. If